Good morning. This is Raina Phillips. It is my pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Chair, and all the audience members in the Department of Education. I just want to talk to you today about the case study analysis we did for LTD 620, the Learning Design and Media and Emerging Technology course. So let me give you a little introduction. The course gave an in-depth view on how to build a digital course using electronic media, as well as being aware of the legal ramifications when utilizing anything in digital form that is not properly used legally. I've worked in the field of technology for several years, and during the mid-90s, when social media and online use was getting its start, there were not many well-documented guidance on legal use of using digital media. Therefore, being able to gain the knowledge needed to understand the legalities associated with using such media as photography, video, and audio without jeopardizing oneself with legal retribution was prodigious. So I think I really got from this course, the fact that they really went in depth on, how to make sure you're covered legally by using, borrowing, and not, making sure you give attribution to any digital media. So for that, the class was, really, really great for that. So the course description actually states, in this course, you will expand your personal use of digital tools to increase professional learning. These tools will also help you to build visual literacy and digital media design skills to enhance the teaching and learning process. You will explore legal and ethical issues of copyright and fair use, and learn about the transitions many institutions are undertaking towards developing and sharing open educational sources. And this is from the the LTD 620 Learning Design, Media, and Emerging Technologies course. So let's talk a little bit about some of the objectives for the course. So one of the objectives was use curriculum design techniques to develop technology-enhanced learning experiences. Demonstrate knowledge of computer hardware and software applications for teaching and learning, and design and use digital media to enhance teaching and learning, and identify and respond to ethical and legal implications related to learning design projects. Now, there were 4 project assignments that the learner is asked to complete by the end of the course. One was learning to identify web-based learning tools that provide the ability to collaborate, assess, and work with online learning environments. That was accomplished in Project 1. Collaboration on developing a solid knowledge-based course with the subject matter expert was established during Project 2. And the skills acquired from the first 2 projects were used for the third project by conducting usability testing and seeking the results. And then finally, in Project 4, we were asked to take these results and use them with the strategies gained throughout the course to develop an effective OLE, or an online learning environment. Now let's talk a little bit about some of the course strengths. The course flow was really, really well developed and provided a great step-by-step guide to information needed to really understand the importance of how to approach an OLE properly. One of the highlights of this course was how the course challenged the learners to step through the process of ensuring that a good checklist is created and completed before the OLE development is finalized. As I currently work in the area of ISD, or instructional system design, I was able to suggest that what I gained from the LTD course, LTD 620, to my management that would give us improvements to our own OLE design and development. And one of those suggestions was the use of Powtoon as an effective tool for providing simple yet really important information that can be easily created by the ISD team. Developing an OLE and not being 508 compliant can be detrimental to any online educational tools, because it will decrease a learner's ability to retain educational knowledge from the course. So those 3 areas I found really, really helpful from this course. especially the 508 compliancy, because I think a lot of times if an organization feels that their students, don't have any visible abilities, they tend to kind of back away from actually staying compliant within their learning environment. So I thought it was really great that they made a point of having this in the course. So let's talk a little bit about course improvements. So one of the things that seemed really confusing to me was composing an email. I know that's probably, because the course really suggests collaboration and communications among the instructor as well as the teacher, or that well as the students. It was something that I definitely wanted to point out. For some reason, when you try to email, the recipient's email only appears in the BCC section, and there's no way to cut and paste into the to sections. So I just, I wish there was a drop-down menu and you can just pick your classmate instead of going to the classmate section, selecting them and then hitting email. It was a little bit cumbersome. So, also, I thought there could have been a better tool for the chat ability, for the instant message chat. It just seemed, again, I tried to use it and no one ever responded. And I think, I'm not even sure I have ever gotten a chat message on it, but it just seems like it could be improved a lot more, and where it could be more robust as in like a Google Hangouts or something like that the students would be able to use and collaborate a little bit easier. Also, there should be consistency throughout the course with the names of the assignments. I know there's shorter names and longer names, but I just, sometimes you just want them to stay consistent. So it can eliminate some confusion on the learner's part, because you definitely don't want them confused on anything. So these are the results of the QCTIP pie chart, and I made it into a pie chart, but this gives kind of a breakdown to each of the sections. And as you can see, the instructor role and the looks like course design, no, accessibility, no, course design, I'm sorry, were the two higher percentages. The accessibility or assignment, course improvement, sorry, and the accessibility, those were probably one of some of the smaller percentages. So when you're developing a course, and even when the course is in full run, you always have to have that flexibility to know that there is a possibility that these things will change because of maybe, once the course gets going and how the learners are actually using it, there is going to be constant change. So you just have to be open to know that these things happen, they come up, but by us, doing things such as this, giving these presentations and talking about this, we know that there is a chance that the course can change, and it'll change for the better. So I think these were, pretty good results, but definitely some room for improvement. So let's talk about some of the suggested improvements. One of the things I noticed, the tab navigation, top navigation, might be able to be moved to the side. It seems like there may be able to have more sub tabs within, instead of on the top navigation, kind of move it to the side, and you'll be able to put more options within there. That's just a design kind of thing. Also, to develop an app that can be used as a mobile app, because everything nowadays is mobile. We're always on the go, and if we can have an app that is that we can maybe submit our papers or submit our work on a little bit easier than actually trying to go to a browser each time. So that could be a suggestion. And with that being said, try to provide a more robust chat tools such as, Google Hangouts, where the learner and instructors have better access to each other. And on that mobile device, maybe that could be a possibility as well. And also, the school should provide licenses to various industry LMS tools. We did not, we were told not to buy software when we were, creating or developing our projects. But there were times I almost purchased one because I just, I wanted to have whatever I created. I wanted to keep it. I didn't want it to expire. So I just wanted to give that suggestion. I think, if the school would have that, could offer that to students. A lot of software companies provide that as an option. So maybe that could be a suggestion. And in summary, communication should be essential with the learners and the instructor, but this should be reflected in the design of the course. As an OLE is developed, designed, and utilized, there will be ongoing challenges or changes to the course. There must be the ability for the instructor, learners, as well as the instructional designers to be willing to be flexible with the changes that may be needed within the course. So with that being said, I thank you for your time and your consideration. Thank you.